Hey everybody, it's Cindy Matalucci, your host of The Pulse and Live with Cindy. It's Friday. You guys, we have been on a hiatus. We have missed you so much. As you've noticed, we have not been live for a while. We've been taking a break and we've been revamping things for the 2023 season. And we can't wait to share what's coming up. We have great content. We have so many exciting things. We have a whole new show for the TV show that we're going to be airing with a new format. We would love your feedback on that. That's going to happen in February. But you guys, we are back. So remember, if you have a story for us, hit us up on social media at The Pulse SD or the website, thepulsesd.com, so that we can feature you. And again, our TV show and our live season is going to be epic. Okay, so really quick, you guys, I want to thank my sponsor for the show. You know, we love to thank our sponsor, Windus Fernandez Brincord from Trilogy Financial Services. For all your financial needs, Windus and her team have got you covered. I'm meeting with her next week to get my finances in order. So I can't wait to see her. So she's great, you guys. You got to get your finances right, especially this year with everything that's going on. Okay, so speaking of the new year, I am so excited to have my co-host here with me today, Aaron Lowe.
Me.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm so good. So Aaron's usually behind the camera, but today we have him in front of the camera. We're super excited about it.
Different spot today.
Different spot. So we're going to talk about a lot of different things today, you guys. We're going to talk about, you know, New Year's goals, fitness, all the things that we're passionate about, right? And you're the Rossi Ross to my Drew Barrymore.
I like that label for us.
The Rossi Ross. So I love it so much. Okay, so first off, it's the new year. Do we all have New Year's goals?
No. I think with goals, you can always start a new goal, like middle of the week, middle of the month. So I think just make those like weekly goals kind of thing.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be a new
Less
year.
commitment.
Right. Well, and I think there's a lot of pressure for people, right? When it comes to like these goals. It's like I feel like you should have a goal all the time, right? You should always have goals, but it doesn't necessarily have to be New Year's.
And it's never too late to set a goal.
Yes, and small goals, right? Okay, so my motto this year is let it go. Like the song from Frozen, I'm letting all the stress and uncertainty flutter out of my life because you can't hold on to that stuff, right? No. It's toxic. It's not.
Address it and then let it go.
Okay, so I'm going to put you on the spot. What are your goals for the year? I
think a word that I'm really leaning into this year is consistency.
Okay.
Yeah. So being consistent with like daily workouts, eating healthy. I mean, it's okay to like treat yourself to like a meal or a couple. But it's just staying consistent. I think with results, you'll find more results when you stay consistent.
I love that. Well, and you're very consistent on your social media too. I've seen
that. I'm trying to be like you.
I love that. Well, consistency is key. And I think especially, I mean, we're kind of not talking about developing brands, but if you're developing a brand, I mean, that's one of the main things that you need to be consistent. Okay, so another mantra for me this year is energy is expensive. We aren't giving that up for free this year. I love that.
I like that.
Oh my gosh, because I want to be really intentional, like kind of like what you were saying with my life, with my company, and with my time, because I feel like you need to be intentional, right?
Give your energy to things that make you happy.
Yes. Yeah. I love that.
When it doesn't, let it go.
Let it go. Don't worry, we won't sing for you. I can't do Idina Menzel any justice, so I'm not even going to try to sing that. I did see Frozen, though, and I did really like it. Okay, so survey, you guys. I'm going to tell you the survey of the top 5 New Year's resolutions for 2023.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, number 1, exercise more, 52%.
Check.
Right?
Yeah,
we talked about that already. Brace yourself for a busier gym because you know the gyms are always crazy at the beginning of the year. Number 2 is eat healthier, 50%, because exercise alone can only do so much, right? Yeah. So you said that.
It's a lot about the diet.
You already hit the 2.
You did too.
Yeah, so far. Well, sort of. Okay, lose weight is number 3, 40%. I feel like weight is, I used to be so worried about the number. I don't think you should be so worried about the number. I think you should feel, the feeling that you have. And if your clothes are fitting and you feel good.
Because then you're just like so fixated on that number, if it goes up, if it goes down.
Oh, I know about fixating on the number. We're not going to go there. Okay, so number 4 is save more money. That was 39% of the people, which I think is
That's always a battle.
I mean, it's a battle, but I think it's a good goal to try.
Yes.
Right? Try that. And then number 5 is spend more time with family and friends. That was 37%.
Yes.
So, I mean.
I feel like that should be a little bit more.
Right. I know. It's kind of
interesting. That should be above diet.
Well, those were the top resolutions. I mean, I think, like you said, I think you shouldn't put so much pressure on yourself to have a resolution. I think you should just do the things that you enjoy.
Right.
Like we were saying.
If it brings you happiness.
If it brings you happiness, then you should do it, whether that's spending time with your family or hitting the gym. I know personally, and I think you agree, if I don't work out, I don't feel good.
Right. Like that anxiety kind of kicks in.
Yeah.
Like that's how I like to start my day.
Right. And don't you feel better after you have worked out? Like I'm not as stressed out about everything.
And it's literally just like a check off the list for the day.
Off the list, off the list. Next. Okay, so since I have you here with me today, and since you're such a fitness buff, I want to talk about fitness.
Yes.
Okay.
What do you want to know?
So first of all, tell everybody, you're a trainer at Activate House. You do spin, sculpt. You do a ton of classes there.
Yes. So Activate House is located in North Park. We like to call ourselves the House of Wellness.
Ooh.
So it's 2 rooms. One is a spin room. And if you've seen it, it's the one with like the disco balls and the jungle theming. And in the other room, it's heated.
Oh, wow.
So all classes are 88 degrees.
Oh
it
my
does get a little
gosh.
hot and steamy. But we do yoga, there's sculpt. And the studio does like amazing events too, like sound baths, boxing. So it's a real like huge like house of wellness and all the different activities.
I love that.
Yeah.
And so like, what would you say your favorite classes are there? Because you teach a few different classes.
Right. I think for me, it will always be spin. That's what really got me into my whole
That's how we met.
Yes, yes. So that's like really what got me into this whole fitness journey. Anything to pass a workout faster and have fun. That's what I like to do.
And the music is always so good.
It's like a club.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love the disco balls. Well,
Yes.
and so for the viewers that don't know, you were heavier when you were younger.
Yes.
Right? And you've completely transformed your life.
Well,
and your health.
Spin.
Yeah. So was
it all
that
started
it for
with
you?
spin, yeah.
So that was what
Yeah.
got you. Okay.
So it started with spin, and then I did body pump.
We were just talking about I love body pump.
Yeah. So those 2 things like really like catapulted me into the whole fitness world.
So what would you say for viewers? I know we did this on Instagram Live, but what's a good tip for the viewers for fitness? Like, because you've you've transitioned, you know what it's like, What's a good tip?
I think with fitness, it should be fun.
Right.
You should have a good time doing it. It shouldn't be stressful. You shouldn't dread it. I think that if it brings you happiness, do it. So yeah.
Well, that's like me. I remember I did step aerobics, and people laugh at that now. It's a very old school, and a lot of people don't do step aerobics anymore. But that used to be so fun for me, like the dance aspect of it. So if you like hip hop, like do hip hop. You know, I think
do it all. Try everything.
I agree with you, though.
Yeah.
You should definitely not, have to drag yourself. It should be a fun thing. Okay, so I started back at the gym, you guys. So, pre-COVID, Izzy and I were always working out. We were at 24-hour. We were at 9-round. I was with Mark Shane. I mean, literally, we were doing everything. Boxing, we love boxing. And then COVID came, and so we kind of stopped going to the gym. We created a gym in our house. And then we were like, it is freezing in this garage, right? Because it's in the garage. We had no heat in there. So Israel looks at me one day and he's like, I can't do this anymore. I'm like, I know. I'm like, why don't we just like try to go back, right? So we're such gym people. So we finally went to, I'm at UFC Fit now. So we just joined UFC Fit, and I think we're going to run some video here. But I have a 3-month trial membership, which I like. So I can try it.
Try all the things too.
I can try all the things, and I've been trying all the things. So we were taking body pump, and that's such a great class. Like you and I were talking about that.
Yes.
You had taken it. I had never taken body pump.
It's like a thing.
How would you explain body pump for people that don't know?
I would say body pump, it's different songs to different movements.
But faster or slower.
Faster, slower, but you like work out your full body.
Yeah.
Body pump.
It's like crazy. So you have like a bar, you have like the plates, you've got the arm weights.
It's like a routine.
Yeah, and it goes by fast, like you said, and it's fun. So we've been doing the body pump. We've been doing boxing conditioning. We've been taking HIIT class. I almost threw up on the last HIIT class. Like it's pretty intense. I was like, whoa. But I mean, I like it. I don't know. I'm on a mission this year. I want to be lean and mean.
You're already lean and mean.
I want to be lean and mean. Well, you're getting super lean. The muscle definition.
It's crazy. I say cross training.
Yes.
Cross training. It's consistency and cross training.
Well, and I got to come to Activate House. I know.
We've been waiting for you.
I know. I'm ready. I'm coming. I'm going to go to Activate House.
You guys heard it.
You heard it here first. And then I also want to shout out. I'm going to start working out with Christina Marks, who's an MMA fighter. She is crazy. I just did my first workout with her, and then I'm going to be starting hopefully next week with her twice a week. So stay tuned for my journey with that, because that's going to be That's going to be interesting.
All the things, all the workouts.
But be easy on yourself, right?
Yes.
Like, don't be so hard on yourself. I think I want to leave the fitness thing with, don't be hard on yourself. I gained 15 pounds, so I know personally, and I'm on camera, people. So I know what it's like. And I used to be a Pilates instructor. I had like no fat on my body. And I think at some point you just have to realize, like, love yourself, right?
And trust the process.
Yes.
It's going to take a minute.
It's going to take a minute.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So that's our fitness topic. All right. So you guys, we're moving on to another hot topic. We are going to talk about the thruple.
Ooh, how taboo.
The thruple. Okay. So this is trending big time. So do you guys know what the thruple is? Do we know what the thruple is?
I want to know more.
Marina, do we know what the thruple is? Okay, so I'm going to give you a definition of a thruple because I kind of had to figure out. I'm still a little confused on what it is. Okay, here's the definition. A thruple is a relationship between three people who have all unanimously agreed to be in a romantic, loving relationship together with the consent of all people involved. You may also hear a thruple referred to as a three-way relationship, a triad, or a closed triad. Now,
a triad.
A triad. Now, thruple is a combination of the words three and couple. So that's where they came up with it.
Okay.
Three and couple. And the term refers to three people who are linked in some way by a romantic or sexual relationship or both. Okay. So I had to think about that for a bit, right? So do you know anybody that's had experience with the thruple? We would like your input if you guys do. Tell us. But
not personally.
So I do know of somebody that went through this. It didn't really work out though. But I don't know too many people, although I did hear on dating sites now, there's a thing where you can swipe, and that's something that's going to be on the dating sites now, which is kind of interesting. Okay, so according to greatest.com, there are a ton of different ways to organize a three-way relationship. Here are just a few examples. A married couple invites a third person into their relationship. Okay, that's the first thing. To each his own.
Right.
2, much like the shape of a V, two people date the same person, but they do not date each other.
Wait, say that again?
I know, that right? Much like the shape of a V, two people date the same person, but they do not date each other. I know.
Now we're just getting too complicated.
Very confusing. All three, and here's another one. All three people agree on a closed relationship where they commit to only dating each other. 3 people form a committed relationship and also date, have sex with, or participate in relationships with people outside their throuple. So, I don't know. I mean, what do you think? What are your feelings of the throuple?
Honestly, if it works for you, it works for you. It's none of my business.
Well, yeah, and I think to each his own.
Right.
I mean, for me personally, I'm just very old school, and I'm jealous. Like, I don't think it wouldn't be right for me because I'm definitely too jealous. I mean, yeah, but
jealousy would kick in.
Jealousy, yeah, but I think that it's like to each his own. And I do want to make one thing. I do want to say one thing. This doesn't mean that it's an open relationship. So apparently, when you are in a throuple, each couple or throuple, they create their own rules. Right. So it has to be what's good for them.
Yes.
So it's not like
they can define it.
Yes. So it's not like this open relationship where people are swinging. And I think a lot of people thought that, but that's not necessarily the way it is. The difference is also people ask, well, is it like polyamory?
Oh my God, there's so many terms.
I know. I have to brush up on these terms. It's like so hard now.
This is like a new language.
Right? There's a lot of these terms, and it's so funny because they're trending, and it's like there's so much going on and like so much talk about it. But there is a difference between a throuple and polyamory. So I did want to point that out. Polyamory stands for many loves. It describes people who openly participate in concurrent sexual and romantic relationships with the consent of all parties involved. By this definition, a throuple is a polyamorous configuration, but polyamorous relationships can include any number of people, while a throuple refers to a relationship between 3. So that's the difference.
It's a bigger group project.
Just want to make sure I'm giving you all the right information. And then real quick, because you know I love my stats, according to Newsweek, 1 in 9 Americans have been in a polyamorous relationship, and 1 in 6 would like to try one. What do we think? So,
if it works for you.
Right. I know. So the throuple. So, okay. So we're gonna take a quick break because Valentine's Day is coming up. But before we take a break, I want to ask you, what are your Valentine's plans?
Probably just like a romantic date. Nothing crazy.
So are you the one that plans usually, or does your man plan?
we're going to find out this year.
I know. I was just asking Israel. I'm like, what are we going to do? We were all talking about like what our plans were.
Yeah.
We might go to Inside Out because we love Inside Out.
But what's your tip?
Oh, my tip.
Yeah, tell them about your tip.
My tip is, I don't know if you guys are going to like this or not, but don't go out on Valentine's Day because it's way too crowded. And there's so much pressure, I feel like, that night. Right? And it's a Tuesday night. So I feel like you should do it maybe over the weekend or do it like a different night. A good tip, too, is like maybe plan like a nice little romantic picnic or something. I love that. We're in Southern California.
At the beach, at sunset.
Right. My girlfriend Pop-Up Picnic, shout out to Lauren. She can hook you up. But she does like charcuterie boards and they set up all the decor.
Okay, now you're giving me ideas now.
See?
So you're giving me ideas.
Okay, so he's going to report back on what he did for Valentine's Day. So we're going to find out. All right, guys. So we are going to take a quick break and then we are going to talk about something that's not taboo anymore. And it's called sex. Yes, we are allowed to talk about it. So we have a product that we're going to be showcasing, and we've got some promo codes for you. And so we're going to take a quick break. We're going to watch the trailer for my new documentary I did filming my family in New Jersey, and it's called Being Matalucci. It's so fun. So take a look at this, and we'll be right back. Okay, ready? Okay, so take one. This is Being Matalucci. So I'm going to ask you, how does it feel to be the patriarch of the family?
I feel old.
Yeah, but how does it feel trying to run this family?
There's really I have no different feelings about being the oldest Matalucci alive right now.
No?
No. Just glad that our family's together and
Well,
glad I'm here.
that was my next question. How does it feel to have everybody here?
Oh, I love it. I love it, yeah. It's hard when you don't have the family together and they're all over the United States.
What about me being back?
Well,
17 years?
I'm glad you're back, yes.
For the Christmas holiday.
Yeah. I hope I don't see you for another 17 years.
That's the
I'm
truth.
always kidding.
Okay,
Smart water. It's the best stuff that you can drink.
what's in there?
It's 3/4 water, 1/4 red wine, and a little bit of
Crystal Light.
Crystal Light. Shake it all up, and this will keep you going all day long.
How much of that do you drink all day?
4 or 5 bottles.
Is this because you're the patriarch?
No, stop.
Okay, so what does it mean to you to be a Matalucci?
What was that?
No, you have to be honest. You don't have to sugarcoat it. This is a documentary.
I mean, I don't even know how to answer that, honestly.
Okay, you have to think about it for a second.
Yeah.
Being Matalucci.
That's what I told her.
Honest, upstanding, being a contributing member to your community.
Being Matalucci. She still has no answer.
Switzerland.
Matalucci Christmas.
Assassin.
Merry Christmas. Welcome back to The Pulse. I'm your host, Cindy Matalucci. Okay, you guys. So a topic that can be uncomfortable to talk about is sex and pleasure, right? You can hear a pin drop. Wing! How are you feeling about pleasure as a couple or being single? Are you wanting to reach pleasure? Because I mean, it's important, right? But not a lot of people talk about it. Well, we have a product today that we are very excited about because sexual wellness, I feel like, is very important. And I think it's, especially if you are in a relationship and it's a long-term relationship, just talking about it, I think it's great. So today we are going to spotlight Get Cerē. Enjoy yourself, doctor's orders. I love this. So it's a reimagination of decades-old products created to align pleasure and anatomy in harmony. It's the first ever pleasure products developed by doctors and sold at doctors' offices. So I think that aspect is very, very cool. It's led by Dr. Amir Marashi. Their team of physicians has combined 30 years of experience in international sexual health. They've created science-backed products. They actually recommend this to their patients, so you know it's a good product. And they're constantly developing new products, which I love. So you guys, across demographics, women are not climaxing at the same rate as their male counterparts, okay? Cerē is pursuing an end to the pleasure gap, prioritizing sexual wellness in every picture of health. I mean, I'm sorry, that's not fair. So for the women out there, come on, ladies, like we need to talk about this because I think it's really important, right? So I want to read some stats to you because you know I love my stats. 39% of women said that they always orgasm when they masturbate. 6% of women said they always orgasm during sex. Okay, that doesn't seem like a high number. So I know people are like, oh my God, I can't believe Cindy's talking about this. I was posting stuff and somebody was like, I think your Facebook got hacked. And I'm like, no, people, I'm just trying to bring this because I think it's a really important topic and I think it's, you know, something that we should really talk about. So what I love about Cerē is their mission, helping people find and reach their most pleasurable parts, eradicate sexual shame, and put an end to orgasm inequity. The other thing I love is a portion of their proceeds was donated to different funds and organizations who help improve sexual wellness as well as victims of female genital mutilation. So I think that's really important. So they're giving back to and they're making a difference. You know, we love that. So these are luxury products. This is the black card of vibrators, guys. So Ceré's physicians, they're doing groundbreaking research about the clitoris. I don't know if I can say that. I'm going to say it. We'll find out. But it's in order to demystify sex toys and clitoral physiology. So again, they have come out with a new product, you guys. It's designed in the shape of the female. In honor of the only organ that's dedicated solely to pleasure, they created the first ever vibrator based on the clitoris. It's called Lalalena. I hope I'm saying that right. It's $97, you guys. It comes in white, pink, or black. How cool is this? I mean, I know, right? I mean, the thing is, I don't think that they teach this in school. I mean, I don't remember learning about this stuff, right? I think that it's something that a lot of times it's swept under the rug. So I think it's really, really important. The other thing is check out their blog, you guys, because they have got some amazing information on their blog written by its physicians, educating readers about their anatomy, how to achieve pleasure, and the research behind their products. And I think that's important too because some people might not know, right? And if you don't play around with things, you don't know. So again, if you're uncomfortable with this, we understand, but at the same time, we think it's important to talk about sexual wellness. So today in studio, you guys, I have some products I'm going to talk about. We're going to look at these. So I've got the Spellbound Stimulator. So this one, you guys, emulates the feeling of oral sex, 7 sucking and 7 vibrating options. It can be used vaginally and externally simultaneously. And it's, all their products, you guys, it's great for solo or partner play. So either or, which I love. And then, you guys, we have the Enhancement Gel. So this is awesome. It's the first of its kind. So it increases blood flow with just a simple application. It's infused with chamomile, promoting muscle relaxation. And again, it's for solo or partner play. And what I love is it's got L-arginine and L-citrulline to enhance blood flow, warmth, and overall pleasure. So it's got great stuff in it. And we will try it and tell you what we think of these products. I know Israel's excited about these products. So you guys, real quick, they have some great Valentine's Day bundles. So this is such a great idea, whether it's for your girlfriend, whether it's for you, just to treat yourself, for that person that's in your life. This is a great, great idea. The Valentine's Day bundles, which we will have on the website, and we're showing some video. They have the Valentine Cerēmony, which is normally $164. It's $148. It's the pink Lalalena Enchantment Gel, limited edition Cerē tote. So these are like super cute. I love it. And then Valentine I don't know if I'm going to say this right, Valentine Vagilangelo. It's almost like Italian. $232. It's normally $258. So it's the Reverie Duo, the Reverie Advanced, the Wand Enchantment Gel, and the limited edition tote bag. And then finally, they have the Valentine Ritual, which is $148. It's normally $164. It's the Spellbound Stimulator, the Enchantment Gel, and the tote bag. So you guys, whether you're solo or if this is something you want to spice up, maybe your goal for 2023 is take your love life to the next level. Well, we've got the product for you. We also have a promo code. So you can use Pulse10 for our viewers. You get 10% off at getcerē.com. So we have everything up. And then it's okay to talk about sex, you guys. It doesn't have to be. I know it's uncomfortable, but let's open the discussion. And if you use these products, we would love to get your feedback and let us know what you think. So, okay, I'm going to bring Erin back up. So that's our product today. So what do you think about sexual wellness? I'm going to put you on the spot. Is it
Cindy.
I mean, what would you say to viewers? Or what about uncomfortable conversations? We can kind of say that.
If it brings you happiness, then go for it.
I feel like one thing that I always tell Israel, I think sometimes things are uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like if you talk about things that are uncomfortable and you open the discussion, I feel like it leads to more deeper relationships.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
So that was one of the things that I told myself after losing my mom, especially that was, almost 3 years ago, is that I wanted to have those deeper discussions. And even if it was uncomfortable, like let's say you get upset with someone or you...
Talking through it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like instead of like sweeping it under the rug, like maybe talking about it.
Yes.
Right? So, all right. Well, and then lastly, what are you doing this weekend? What are your plans?
Hanging out with friends, and I want to go to the beach.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be nice.
Hopefully.
We are in
Hopefully.
Southern California. Well, you guys, we want to thank you so much for tuning in. We have a great lineup for our show. And again, just be nice to each other out there. Be easy on yourself. Check those little goals off your list.
Yes.
Right?
Check.
Write them down because you have to manifest them. And then we'll see you next time when we put our finger on the pulse of San Diego. So thanks, guys. We'll see you next time. Thanks, Erin.
Thank you.